That's horrible. Terrible. Blasphemy.
I'm about to get some texts after this come out.
Anytime somebody tell you that horrible, that terrible, that mean they get good head, and they just telling you it's sad for you.
Yeah, but you know it's
That's a fact.
It's unfortunate.
It's relative though. See, I got to the point now where I'm like, you know, when you go to the club and the rapper be like, all the girls good pussy scream, everybody scream.
Right.
I just got to either it's got to be on tape or somebody I know got to be like, nah, dog, that shit fire.
Oh, you ain't gonna believe
I don't you know. It's all relative. It might be fire. I ain't saying it ain't.
What you mean by the new wet though?
Are we rolling?
Yeah, we rolling.
All right, listen. So I believe, I don't know when anybody in here was born. I believe if you was born, I'm going to say like after 91, 92, I ain't no pussy get wet. It's new. Like it's a new kind of wet out here that I had no idea about basically. You feel me? And it's great when you fucking. Don't get me wrong. The wetter the better when you fucking. But if you trying to do normal freaky shit like eat something out, that's not going.
No. Well, how you eat it out though?
It don't matter. You can't do nothing with that shit.
Just with your mouth?
What other way is it to eat?
Boy, you gotta put the fingers in there.
No, that's the problem already. Let me explain something to you. This new wet is that's not wet, that's okra. You know the shit that be in okra?
That's not
slimy.
good.
Right. Yeah, that's I'm not eating that. I'm trying to do something. This the first time I found out it was like an ex-girlfriend of mine. She was in her 20s. And I'm trying to do normal kinky shit. So she want to do 69. I'm like, all right, cool, bet. Nothing I haven't done before. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So she got them coming down, and I'm looking like, all right, I think I could deal with that. It's already a little wet, and we just started too, though. You feel me? I'm like, I'll be fine. And as soon as that shit hit my face, I'm like, oh, no, what is this? She like, well, I told you I was wet. Nah, bitch, this wave grease. This ain't... I know Dax Murray.
This shit supposed to be in an orange can.
Exactly. Straight like that, brother. Some of that shit went down my throat. I got a swole tonsil to this day. It's just on the left side. I don't know what it is.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, brother. That shit is not. And then the second time I was fucking with another little chick. She was in her 20s, right? So you remember back in the day when you first started, making out with a girl, and then you gonna put your hand down her panties and play with her pussy, right? Mm-hmm. All right, cool. You remember it used to be your dry ass hand and them dry ass panties.
Myself. Go ahead.
It was a dry ass hand, them dry ass panties, and that dry ass knuckle that she called a clit down there, right? You had to bring it back out, spit on your hand a little bit.
You called it a knuckle, bro?
You know that little knuckle that, you know what I'm saying? It was dry at first. It's a knuckle. So you had to come back out, spit on your hand, and go down there, warm it up, and everything was fine, right? Mm-hmm. So I put my hand down her panties. Well, she wanted me to put my hand down her panties, you feel me? Mm-hmm. Man, I went in a human, I came out a duck. My shit was way up together. Brother, I had lines attaching to all my fingers.
That's fucking
and I couldn't
crazy.
even spread my fingers wide enough for them bitches to break. Like, that shit ain't wet, brother. That's Flex Seal. You know the shit the nigga made the boat with on the commercial? Y'all laughing. That's exactly what that is, brother. That's not.
That's Flex. Okay,
That's not wet.
But wait. So I fuck with older dudes, and every single dude that I've been fucking with, they're like, oh my God, your pussy's so wet. Oh my God, like this, that. About how
old are you?
I'm 23.
Oh, that's a fact. I believe them. They ain't lying to
me. Okay. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's that Flex Seal. I know.
So they like it. I mean, I'm sure probably in the moment they don't want to be like, ugh, like what the fuck?
No, listen, it feels outstanding. Like, keep it going.
But in the mouth and the fingers and the
I'm bypassing.
Everything.
All I'm saying is, like, can y'all store it? This is why y'all get so wet so fast. How old are you?
30.
Okay, cool. So you about a 9, but you might have that new, when you born?
90.
Yeah, you might have that new Flex Seal too. So listen, though, what it is though, this is why I believe it's
every
wet.
Time you
like,
say that, I see him catching the boat.
Yeah, you can make a boat with this shit. That's that shit though, real. That shit don't break or nothing. Listen, but I believe women get so wet now because they walk around with so much attitude now and like dominance now. You feel me? And then when it's time to fucking actually be a lady, all that shit just come running out. Cause I ain't been a goddamn lady all motherfucking day. I've been a savage all day.
Younger girls are into that shit.
What's
like walking around like they own this world.
Yeah, y'all think y'all the shit.
Mm-hmm. I'm the motherfucking boss. But when we get in the bedroom, it's like, bitch, you better fucking choke me. You better slap me. You better put me in my fucking place. And that shit turns us on so much. It's like, yes, oh my God, he's grown. Right, he has his shit together. And oh my God, he's doing this shit to me. And it's just, score waterfall like all over this.
I'm bypassing eating that though too.
Like, that's all I'm saying. It's great. I can't eat that though.
I'm gonna go down there and kind of feel around like nah. Like you say, it's texture. And like if you're a person that like that's big on texture. That ain't a good texture.
That's the same shit they put on coconut shrimp at the Chinese restaurant.
I'm straight.
Yeah, I don't eat that shit. I skip clean over that shit.
So y'all just want your saliva on it? Y'all don't want her own moisture?
Nah, you could get,
you get wet.
It used to be a time where like it progressively got wet.
And coochie got a different smell now too.
Like, yeah.
Coochie used to smell like coochie.
Different body
right.
Coochie don't smell like coochie no more. Like when you were younger and you was fucking something,
right?
The room, like if somebody's parents came in after y'all got done, it was a certain smell to be in the air.
Yeah,
it was coochie.
Yeah,
that don't exist no more.
What it is now though?
It either don't smell like nothing,
right?
Or it's tangy, or it's stank.
No.
Yeah, I ain't had no taint in a long time.
Her pH balanced throat.
Yeah, that's what it be though. But I ain't had taint in a long time, thank the Lord. So all the little young ones I've been fucking with, they got no smell.
No smell.
Shout out to that.
It's either no smell or a yeast infection.
I'm low key trying to make sure my nut's straight. Now I don't want to be the one fucking it up though.
Right,
so I'm out here.
right.
So, but
like
I feel like most girls nowadays, they don't understand that you have to wear cotton panties. Like wearing the silky satin, like all this cute ass underwear, they're not made with cotton anymore. Like you have to wear.
It does come with a lot of rules.
Yeah.
we need to have one of them podcasts too though. Just about what they call it, I guess pussy etiquette. Like how you should take care of it. Not that I know, but I would love to just hear women talk about how you're supposed to take care of it.
And a lot of girls, they messed up nowadays.
Well, listen, last thing I want to say, this just been on my mind randomly as fuck though. Listen, bro. Like another thing, you got to be a little bit more than fine though. You know how I said last week, thick is for thighs, right?
Right.
So I really think that's got to be a t-shirt though. Mm-hmm. But thick is just for thighs. So I was with a girl, bro, who if I showed everybody a picture, even those who watch this shit, everybody be like, damn, this bitch fine. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But it's like she out all the time. She drank all the time. Like every time you see her, she got a cup of hand. And I'm all about that drinking life. But sometimes, baby, you got to drink some water. You feel me? So I'm at her crib one time.
Young girls don't drink water.
They don't. And so I'm at her crib one time, and then she come over and she want to give me a kiss, right? And I felt like she had audacity because everybody in their family got an uncle who breath smell like that. You feel me? And so I'm confused. So as an older person, I'm confused a little bit because I don't know whether I want to fuck or play spades.
It smell like a tool bag.
No, it is. It's exactly though. Like she smell like it smell like a family reunion. Like she got.
I want to fuck or play spades. Oh my fucking God.
Her breath smell like she had a T-shirt with her last name on the front. So, every time that bitch give you a kissy here, you make me happy. Let's get away from me.
It's like
I wouldn't say
right. Now she fine as all outdoors, but I'm like, bro, you got this here. Your breath shouldn't smell like. You got to drink some water. That's all I want.
So what'd you do? Did you kiss her?
No. I mean, I got through the first one, but I just.
You were like,
you got through the first.
Yeah, I kissed my uncle the first time.
So where the cards at? Where the cards at?
Yeah, but that was about it though. I ain't even smashed though. That was like the last. Fuck it.
There are boundaries. Like smell, texture, taste, whatever. There's boundaries even for girls too. Shit.
Yeah.
Niggas got to get, black folks got to get back to making out, man. Making out fun. Like I ain't made it.
Making out. I love making out.
So you look at that response, man.
Girls just boys.
I'm gonna tell you why a whole lot of making out don't happen no more though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because most of the time dudes don't really be knowing if they gonna get the pussy. So it's like you trying to maneuver in something, you ain't really got time to really, you feel me, do all that extra shit. First sight of getting in there, you're gonna try to get in there. But when you sure that it's gonna happen, you can take your time with it. But motherfuckers that don't know they gonna get it don't move in a patient fashion in a sense.
But I don't think these young niggas know how to make out. They so gangster nine
too
tough.
hard.
Them niggas don't know how to like kiss and hold the back of a bitch head.
They ain't learn that.
Yeah.
You gotta have some eyelids and shit in you to be able to learn how to do that.
Yeah, that's
you gotta be born in that era.
Yeah.
Anything after that,
foreplay.
None of that.
Nothing.
Really?
Yeah,
It's
they
just straight
so
fucking.
they think like DJing that pussy a few seconds, that's foreplay.
What?
Yeah.
Well, it's already wet apparently.
Yeah.
Nah. So from like a whole point of different view, like do you guys typically like black girls, black women? Like black men, you like black women, black girls, y'all like black.
No,
so
we
I
all
like
don't.
white
We all
guys.
don't. Some of us don't. Some of us don't.
White dudes love to make out. They love to go down. They love to do all that type of shit. So like that's just what I'm.
But they don't like. They love to make out though because they ain't that good at fucking for the most part.
Nope. You can tell
Yeah,
that's
I
my baby daddy
would love to
shit.
make out too. Shit. Yeah. If I couldn't fuck. I'm ready to get to the part I'm good at, motherfucker.
Baby daddy. Oh
Yeah, I'm ready to get to the part I'm good at. I ain't good at this.
Yeah, oh man.
Yeah, I'm mouth all off rhythm and shit like this. Get to the good part.
Low key, that's how I got back into making out though, fucking with white women though. I was like, man, this shit, I forgot how good this shit felt. And doing all this shit though, you know what I mean? I'm like, I gotta bring this shit back though. So next time I fuck a black girl, I'm making out.
I've heard that so many times. Like, oh shit, I forgot what making out felt like. Like I forgot it felt this good. And I was like, who the fuck you making out with then?
Like you say, motherfucker too tough to make out nowadays.
Yeah,
that's gay.
Yeah, and you can't make out with everybody either though. So don't y'all take this and go make out with your motherfucking side piece.
Yeah.
See, that's
for your girlfriend.
White people to make out with anybody.
Yeah,
they can meet you tonight
in the club. In the club, make out with you right there on the spot.
Club,
yeah, in the club. I don't even know you. Y'all think we've been dating forever? I don't even know her.
Just met you. We just locked eyes. Make out? Yeah, that's it. Run that shit, man.
Run that shit.
Oh, I bought you a drink. Shit, let's make out.
But no, that shit'll make you say some shit that you wouldn't normally say though. Like real last bitch I said I love you the first time I fucked her. I don't love her, but the making out to do it to you though. Like I think I love you. This alright though.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Nah, I just be for listen. I'm wild. Like I say, when I fuck, I do shit. I told you last week what I do when I fuck different races of women. I make them do shit they don't normally say. You feel me? Like if I fuck an Asian girl, I make her pronounce words she can't pronounce, like Tom Thumb. That's my favorite one. They say Tom Thumb.
How'd she say it?
I can't even do it, but they can get Tom, but Thumb. That THUMB ain't coming out. It's too much.
That is hilarious.
It's too much.
While you in her pussy, you be like, say Tom Thumb.
Yeah,
say
while
Tom
she riding
Thumb.
that dick, I be like, babe, say Tom Thumb.
That is hilarious.
She'll say no at first. I be like, babe, say Tom. That dick get good. You gonna say a bitch
You say anything.
That's what I'm saying. When I fuck black women, I make them say
anything.
When I fuck black women, I make them say shit they wouldn't normally say, like my fault.
I'm sorry.
I'm wrong. Yeah, I understood what you were saying. That shit they don't never say. You feel me? I like to say
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Or nothing.
Say you
Or
agree.
just say, shut the fuck up, bitch.
And I say you agree. I agree. You don't hear that shit in regular life.
That.
What you make white women say?
I love this nigga dick.
I bet you do.
You make her say the whole sentence?
The whole thing.
The whole sentence?
For real. Say you love this nigga dick.
You know she love to say that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'd be like anyway. You say it any motherfucking way, bitch.
Dead ass.
I can't call you no racist in this particular moment. Look what you're doing.
Not right now.
Yeah, I think you earned your stripes for the day. But yeah, that's just my little rant for the day.
Yeah, we done jumped in. We fucking 12 minutes in. That felt like 20 minutes. I don't know why. But yeah, we have tonight on the Anxiety Issues podcast with my brother Adam Taylor. He said take the 12 out. So
leave it. We leaving
Taylor,
it. I'm Adam 12.
Big 8. And we have to my left my good friend Miranda. And across from her we have Akia. And this podcast is basically centered around stripping, OnlyFans, and the negative stigmas that come with certain lifestyles and the way people move or whatnot. Because we live in a really, really, really judgmental world to where it's think free as long as you agree with me. And if you ain't moving how somebody move, they ain't fucking with you. So yeah, I brought them on to talk about that. We got into some, we 12 minutes in on some wild shit, but I'm gonna pass it off to you, 12.
I got a question out the gate.
I know you got a question.
Yeah, absolutely, out the gate, and I'm just shooting from the hip though. I'm not gonna even ask anybody if they dancers or have dance or not. That's just up for you to say or not say. But is stripping a positive career?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And I'm gonna disagree with you, but I'm gonna let you go first.
It's all right. I'll change your mind.
You won't, but go ahead.
I'm gonna ask you real quick. Do you dance?
No.
So do you do OnlyFans?
No.
Oh. Okay.
She just alive.
You just here. You just here.
Just yeah.
Real quick, what do you do? Just real quick before I answer this question. Oh shit! Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Anyways, what was your question again?
Do you think stripping is a positive career?
Do you go to the strip club?
Yes.
All right. Then if there was no strip club, then what would you do?
I would just go
watch porn.
So yeah, watch porn. Go to a normal club.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but if there was no strip club, then obviously they contribute to society. Right. But because you like to go to the strip club.
Right. But I do a lot of things that are negative, but I still do them. You see what I'm saying? Like
is the strip club part of it?
Yes.
But when you're in the strip club, what you don't understand, you maybe not understand this. I mean, if you do, then just like correct me. But when you're in the strip club, you are funding people's rent. You're funding their children to eat food. You're funding their divorce papers. You're funding them to buy a new house. You're funding them for all these different things that you probably might not think about when you have a stack of ones and you're just throwing it at some naked bitch.
Right.
That's probably what you might not think about. So it could be a positive thing because, I mean, it is a positive thing because you are changing someone's life in just those few dollars that you spend up there.
Right.
And if you go in there and you sit around like you're just watching, I paid a cover charge, I don't need to spend money in here, blah, 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 blah. Well, that's like kind of making them feel like they're, because dancers don't have minimum wage. Right. They work for only tips.
Right.
So when you go into the strip club and you're throwing them money it makes them feel appreciative for the work that they do. They buy the shoes, they buy the outfits, they do their makeup, they do their hair, they shower every day, or at least they should. They shave.
Or they rub their cucumber melon lotion on. Right?
Little shea butter.
Yeah. They do whatever it is that they do to make them look at their top peak. And when you go into the strip club, you pay the cover charge, whatever, you get in there, and you're like, holy shit, this bitch right here is the finest bitch I've ever seen in my life. And not only she's the finest bitch, but she half naked. So, like, shit, I got this pocket full of $500 bills, $1,000, $2,500, $10,000, $20,000, whatever it is. You're going to throw it at her, and she going to go home to her girlfriend, her boyfriend, her husband, her kids, and she's going to invest that shit, or at least she should. Not all bitches do.
Right.
But it funds a whole different type of reality that you don't understand because you were just like, well, she's a stripper.
Why don't you think it's positive?
Hold on, I want to hear your opinion before I go, because I just want the ladies to have the floor before
go ahead.
I go. Whether it's positive or not, whether you just however you feel about it.
I mean, I'm indifferent about it. I mean, I don't think it's neither positive or negative. Like she said, you're funding somebody's life.
Right.
You're helping them pay their bills. They got
Have
to get
you
it by
ever
any
been to a strip
means.
club?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, a few times.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, now 12.
All right, cool. For me, and I'm gonna watch how. Normally, I don't watch how I say shit on this podcast, but I like you positive. I like your energy, so I don't want to be disrespectful at all. You do understand that there's a difference between lucrative and positive, correct? Like something can be lucrative and not positive. Like, do you think selling drugs is positive?
Gets people high and happy. Shit.
But so what you say? But what you say is positive. I mean, all seriousness though. You sure we said? But what you say, being a drug dealer is positive.
I feel like that's just a great question. I don't know how to answer that question. There's negatives and there's positives.
I would say most people would say no.
Yeah.
It's not a positive, but it is lucrative. You understand what I'm saying? This is how I look at positive careers or not. And that's not to insult any stripper, and I get into like how much I understand the stripper life. Most of the times that people either sell drugs or strip or do porn, they get into it because of a particular set of circumstances. You understand? Either their background that they come from wasn't well funded. They didn't grow up with money. They came up in meager circumstances, correct? The young lady might be dealing with mental health issues or some form of rape or something growing up. So she's kind of sexually misguided in certain ways. You understand? So a regular job sometimes is not functional for those people. So I do understand the purpose of a strip club or the porn industry, or just like selling drugs. If you grew up in a family that came from money and education, normally times those people don't sell dope. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I can't say a career is positive, and I'm a former drug dealer. So I would not say that selling drugs is positive because I wouldn't tell my kid to do it. And I would question most strippers like, no, okay, let's be for real about stripping. It's objectifying women. No matter how there's some, and if you're a dancer, you've seen some shit in the strip club that has upset you. There's some things that's happened to you that you wouldn't prefer them happen. Not every night. I'm not saying that it typically doesn't go that way or you don't check it. But it is objectifying women. And I feel like if you had a daughter, you wouldn't tell her that she should go strip. You would try to make a way to provide for her a lifestyle where she wouldn't have to go through what you went through, or she wouldn't have to do the career that you went through. Now, if you owned your own business, you own your hair salon, you a doctor, lawyer, you have no problem with your daughter going into the family business or following after mom, right? But if your daughter was a dancer, that would be the last. I feel like most strippers, that would be the last job that they would tell their own daughters to do. That's just me personally. I would hope that would be the last job that they would tell their daughters to do. So you would be okay with your daughter stripping?
So I've known a lot of different dancers who have children, and the dancers have came from good homes. I came from a great home.
Right, and not saying it all.
I totally understand that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand that.
But you gotta admit, most of your coworkers don't.
So, honestly, when you go to the strip club, you ain't trying to make friends. You're trying to make money. So you typically don't talk to other dancers. You just, casually.
But as a man who's trying to fuck them, I talk to a lot of them. I'm just letting you know. I gotta know you. That's the way to get to the pussy.
And I promise you, they lie. They lie every time. Yeah. So, anyways, as a mother myself, like, I feel like the reason we have disappointment in our kids is because from the minute we were born and we figured out that we could have a child, we were like, "Ooh, I want my kid to be in the NFL. I want my kid to be the president. I want my kid to be an astronaut. I want my kid to do the best that he could do. I want him to shoot for the fucking stars." And so then when your kid grows up and they're not like that, that's where the disappointment comes from. That's probably where a lot of us feel the disappointment comes from our own parents. Because I know you guys have a tattoo artist, but I'm sure your parents didn't have their own mentality when they were in 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade about, "Oh, I want my kid to be a tattoo artist." So that's where the disappointment comes from. So when I first started stripping, my mom, who comes from wealthy, old money in South Carolina, like old fucking money, and she wanted me to be, lawyer, doctor, veterinarian, whatever it was. And, I was a server for a few years, and then I became a stripper because one of my servers at Hooters was like, "You should be a stripper, bro. Like, you are so fine. Like, blah, blah, blah. You should be a stripper." So when I first started dancing, my mom was buying me makeup bags. She was buying me makeup. She was like, "Look at this video of this dancer. Like, look at this, look at that." And then certain events happened, and she started looking down on it because other people in her family were like, "Why are you supporting her doing this?" So as a mother myself now, if my son, because, my whole life I've been growing up, I want my son to be a baseball star. I want him to just do all these high things that society deems high. But when I'm a mom now and I see my son's face, all I want him to do is be happy.
But even if he didn't become this baseball star, you want
I
him
would
to,
be
you,
so no.
You want him to be, even if he's not the whatever the echelon, the top is of what you want him to be, right? It's so many spots down. You want him to sell dope.
So let me circle around to that real quick. So if he decides to be a janitor, if he decides to be a fucking dope dealer, if he decides to be a stripper, I'm going to make him be the best fucking person, the best dope dealer, the best stripper, the best fucking janitor that there is. I want him to know everyone's name. I want him to know everyone's personality. Like, that's how I am, though.
I hate to break this to you.
There's people who come out
and you want your son to be the best dope dealer, that is wild as fuck.
He going to be Pablo Escobar. Shit.
That's wild as fuck. Shit. I don't even have no reasonable response for that. I support, and listen, and my opinion is not from... I've dated strippers. I have no judgment for strippers whatsoever, or OnlyFans, or porn stars. I've been blessed enough to date a woman who's into all of that and learn her story from dating her, and I get it now. You feel me? So it's not a judgmental thing. But I'm also the dad of a little girl. Also, my daughter's 14 years old.
So then why do you go to strip clubs if you don't like strippers?
I didn't say I didn't. See, you have to compartmentalize what I'm saying. I have zero problem with strippers. I don't know. It's just like I have zero problem with drug dealers, even though I'm no longer one. I don't know your circumstances, where you come from, or why you do this. You have your own bills to pay, and people's opinions are not going to pay it. So fuck what other people think. Go pay your bills. If you got to go do porn and pay your bills, because my opinion is not going to pay for your bills. Yeah. So fuck other people. But all I'm saying is, I've done things in my life for money that were not necessarily positive. I would not want my son to sell drugs. I go to the strip club all the time, and no offense, I have no problem with strippers. I've had feelings for strippers, all kind of shit in my personal relationship life. But I don't want nobody throwing dollars at my daughter. I mean, I'm just sorry. I can't, that's just not, if there's any other option, now if she chooses to go down that road, I can't stop that either.
How would you?
But you're going to disown her?
How would you,
I would never disown my child.
How would you deal with that?
I would let her know every day that I don't support this, but I don't disown you.
Right.
Baby, there's got to be some goal. So if I can't correct her as an adult, and what I learned is you can't correct adults. I've disappointed my parents when I chose to be a rapper or a dope dealer. That's not what they wanted for me. You see what I'm saying?
But did they still support you?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
do they still talk to you every day?
No, absolutely. Right.
So they're like, oh, I just heard your new song.
Right.
I heard your podcast last night. Like, all this stuff.
Right. The only difference.
They're great parents then.
Yeah, absolutely. The only difference that I would do that they did not do is if I couldn't stop my daughter from being a stripper or a porn star, I would be like, baby, what's the goal of all of this? You see what I'm saying? You have to do this as a means to something else.
Yeah.
That's my only thing. If you do this as a means to get out and do something else and start something different.
What if it's just something she like to do?
Then I can't rock with you, baby. Now, I'm not going to turn my back. You still my daughter. I love you. Come around the same treatment. But I'm not going, you mentioned your career to me. I'm like, baby, that shit dumb. I mean, I'm sorry. I love you, but that's not, I don't care how much money you make. That's it. Just like if my son was a dope dealer. I don't care if my son was pulling up in Bentleys, Rolls Royces, and he was Pablo Escobar.
But if he was working towards something else. Like,
yeah, exactly. I'd be like, son, you got to get out of this shit. And I'm always going to tell him that. And I always tell my daughter
What would you say to somebody, because I heard you say earlier that it's, stripping is objectifying women, right? Mm-hmm. So to play devil's advocate, I'm a stripper and I come to you and I say, well, fuck, y'all objectifying women whether I'm stripping or not. So I might as well benefit from it. If you're going to objectify me anyway,
fact.
I want to benefit from it. And I think that's why a lot of, you'll go on Instagram and you see motherfuckers with their ass on the sink. Do you feel me? That's all you see when you go on Instagram. Is a whole bunch of ass, right?
For free.
So one of those women decides, you know what? They got to pay for this shit. And they go benefit from it, right? Mm-hmm. But it's funny, just the irony of it is that all of those people who've been showing ass for free will shame her for getting paid for showing her ass when they doing the same thing for free. So that's how it works in a lot of cases. And I said this on the podcast that we never aired when I was just like, because we was talking about, you asked me if I would buy some pussy.
Yeah.
And I say everybody buying pussy at the end of the day, and every woman selling pussy at the end of the day is just dressed up different. So I say that to say that in a situation like that, it's like a lot of it is perspective and how people see it. But yeah, I'm just live and let live in that situation. And I just understand that everybody got to be something.
But here's the reality, bro. You got to take what come with it, though. I don't like when people make decisions and they don't want everything to come with it.
Oh no, you got to absolutely take what come with it.
So this all I'm saying is admit what you are and admit what you do. Stop trying to make a hole out of something that's empty. It is what it is.
Right.
Stop trying to make something positive that's not, like, if this is what you're doing to become something else or to be something else, then great and all well is fine. Mm-hmm. It's just like if you choose to be a porn star, girls on Instagram choose to objectify themselves for followers or whatever it may be. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. But then when you out here talking about why I can't find a man or a quality person, like, baby, look what you do.
Yeah, that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah, no. That's all I'm saying is you have to. That's why I say I have no problem with stripping or anything like that. But it's like, or selling drugs. But I'm not going to look at my son and be like, hey, nah, what I did was cool. It's not cool. Yeah. Son, I made a whole lot of decisions I shouldn't make. This is not the road. And hopefully I've done something to prevent you from going down it.
Yeah.
But I don't have a problem with anybody making those decisions. Or like, a zero problem. Right. I would date a girl with OnlyFans. Right. I would maybe date a stripper.
Hold on.
Yeah.
In a different light, people look down on fast food workers. Right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I was just gonna say,
that's a governmental job. That's
a
paycheck. That's a whatever.
Absolutely.
Like all this shit. So you're not a drug dealer anymore, but that was your stepping stone. So if you are a stripper, that's your stepping stone. Because I know so many dancers who are saving up to buy different type of businesses, trying to fund their kids to do something else with their life. They're not trying to teach them how to do that. Now I know people who are just like, oh, I don't care if you do this. Like I did since I was 19 years old, whatever. But there's different types of stepping stones that society looks down on and is like, well, I don't like that type of person that you are when you're 20, 25, 30 years old.
And
but now you're past that part, and now you're a successful being, and now society deems you
right.
And let's say it's not even and let's say it's not a stepping stone, and you just fucking like doing the shit. That's okay too.
You better be the best at it.
I just feel like we live in a world, bro, where there is no good or bad. There's no right or wrong. All of that shit is subjective. Sin is based on what you believe in. So it's just like some people do that shit and they enjoy it and that's what they want to do with their life. And it's always going to be somebody looking down on somebody. You feel what I'm saying? No matter what you do. Right. It's the lawyer is looking at the janitor crazy. The janitor is looking at the thief crazy. The thief looking at the rapist crazy. The rapist looking at the pedophile crazy. Everybody's looking down on somebody and none of us are fucking right. It's just based on the circle you in and how you move. Now my thing is just, my argument with you is just that like when we say it's something positive or something negative, it's just like that shit is based on perspective too. Like
it's not, bro.
It kind of is. I mean, it is. Especially when you're doing something.
Nah, we can't do that.
Go ahead, go for it.
These environments, bro. Let's be realistic. And again, I'm not sitting here. I want to be clear, just for anybody watching this shit, and for also you in the room as well, right? I totally agree with you. Fuck society. I don't care about society's opinions or none of that. That's nothing about what I'm talking about. Society's opinions do not pay your bills, honey. Make your money. Like you say, become something else, whatever you want to do, and fuck if society approves or disapproves. So I hope we got a standard on that, right?
Go ahead.
But we got to be realistic, right? Drug dealing is not positive, bro. It's not live and let live. Look what it's done to so many people. Wait a minute, hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
We cannot say the outcome that most people who go into the drug dealing life is positive. Okay. It's prison and death. That's what it is.
Okay.
Now, with stripping and porno and all of that shit, we can go down the list of girls whose names we will never know, who have lost their lives to that environment, brother, who have never found themselves again from that environment. Some women make it out. They're strong enough to get through it. But we cannot sit here and say, fuck what society is saying. The results of how humans come out in that environment. Bro, I've seen many strippers find drugs and addictions in that motherfucker. I've seen plenty of women find STDs and HIV in that motherfucker.
But bro, but you got to but if that's the case, no aspect of life is positive, because you can find that in every aspect of life. Now, mind you, hold on, you can, bro. And it's damn, you made me miss my point.
No, bro. Influences are everything. We have to understand that your environment, we cannot act like environment doesn't matter, because we do that when it comes to racism and everything. We'll say the white neighborhoods have this type of environment, they schools have this type of environment, and this is why they turn out majority like this. Yeah, and they'll say that our environment is different, our environment is poor, the education is worse, and that's why we turn out typically how we turn out.
Right. All right. Because this is what I was gonna say earlier. I was gonna say, you say drug dealers are bad, right?
It is.
Okay. So, but my thing is like pharmaceutical companies, right? What are those?
But I agree with that too.
Hold on.
I agree with that too. That's wrong as well.
Let me get to my point.
Right.
But my thing is, if you ask the average person, is drug dealing bad? They go, hold on, wait. Let me get there. Right. They're gonna say what they gonna say. Yes, it's bad. It's not positive. And I say, is pharmaceutical companies, are they good? They're gonna say yes. They're keeping. They have
a lot
medicine.
of people hate big pharma, brother.
I understand that.
A lot of people hate that shit.
But I understand that. But at the end of the day, we look at medicine as a positive thing. It's because right.
Some of it, yeah.
And some illegal drugs are good.
Yeah, I have no problem with marijuana and shit like that. Yeah.
Right. But my point is this, bro, is that damn, you keep making me lose my point.
My bad. I'm just using
You know I'm high, man.
Yeah, my bad.
Damn, you gotta let me go.
I'm already sweating the alcohol.
Point,
my bad. I fucked you.
Hold on, now.
That's how you win arguments with him, though. You
gotta come out, because I had some shit for your ass now.
My fault.
Nah, but I was gonna say that, yeah, it's all at the end of the day, bro. It's like we're giving a perspective on things and how they look. And we've gotten so used to looking at those things that way that we can never see them as being positive. Yes. Now, mind you, hold on. Now, when you see a motherfucker go smoke a cigarette, right? That don't nothing seem bad about that. It's just like he's smoking a square. Hold on.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
But there was a time before where that shit wasn't legal and it wasn't positive. You feel what I'm saying? It wasn't a good thing. It's like when a motherfucker smoked the stogie, then it looked a whole lot different. So it's the same thing we're gonna go through with marijuana. Our kids, and when our kids get older, they're gonna be looking at it like a cigarette, like it's not that bad. But in our lifetime, it was not positive. And if you sold it, you were a drug dealer. Yeah. But now that they are selling it and it's positive, it's no longer drug dealing. You feel what I'm saying? But it's all the same shit. But, so at the end of the day, bro, it's everything just looks like it's like we have a stigma that comes with certain things because we put that stigma on it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
But what they put on the cigarette label?
It causes cancer.
It causes cancer. Right. Because somebody looked at it and be like, hey, we got to stop pretending this is positive, bro. Mm-hmm. That's why they did that. Right. Weed is just, this is shit with some untaxable shit. We understand why they made this shit illegal. Now they figuring out a way to come through with it. But cocaine is nothing positive about cocaine. Like, we just got to be realistic about some shit. And I'm not talking about society's opinions. I don't care what people think about you. You understand? Like, it don't matter to me. Fuck what people say in their opinions. You feel me? I still rap about selling dope. I got dope dealer friends, and that's cool. But I would never look at them and say that's positive. All I'm saying is the realistic outcome of what it is. As functioning, rational human beings,
and I agree,
we can look at some shit and say,
agree with you.
This ain't the best
I'll agree with you
environment I should be in.
I agree with you 1,000%. That is not positive.
Go ahead.
I agree with you 1,000%. That is not positive.
Right.
But just because it's not positive doesn't mean it's negative too.
Okay, well, we don't have to call it negative.
Yeah.
But we got to admit, this isn't the best environment
it's
that we would want our young women to be in.
Right, absolutely.
That's all I'm saying.
I agree with that.
Yes.
I agree with that 1,000%.
I've been in the strip clubs and looked and be like, this wild as fuck. Like, I wouldn't want my girlfriend or my daughter to go through with that young. I've seen a nigga ball up ones, brother, and pitch that shit as hard as he could. If that was my little girl, I'd be like, baby, why? No, I don't give a fuck. It was $5 for $5.
She gonna go pick it up.
She went and got it. This is not positive. I don't like. I just.
No, it's not positive. Right. It's not positive. No, I'm not gonna give you that.
You have a daughter, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you go to strip clubs all the time, right?
All the time. Watch porn, everything. I'm a typical dude.
My dog just say them just the dirty jobs and somebody got to do them. But listen,
I'm not mad at strip. I have a good time in strip clubs, but I also have no person.
You look down on them at the same time.
I never said that. See, we have to stop. We have to stop.
You said that it's not a reputable. Career.
I said the career.
Job
I said the career is not positive. The actual strippers themselves, I do not look down on them at all. Cool. I don't know their life. I don't know them.
Coolest people you've ever met in your life.
I don't know their life. I don't know their circumstances. I don't know why they strip, and it's not for me to judge. I don't judge human beings.
But
I can't judge a job.
You would not want your daughter to have that job, particularly. You go into that business
all the time. I watch porn. Do you know how distraught I'd be if my daughter did porn? Thug, you think I want my daughter gangbang? Let's be honest. Who wants that? How is this positive?
Nobody
how am I gonna look at that? How she gonna be like, Daddy, this is positive. Look.
Does she make money?
No, this is not positive.
It's money.
No, it's not. All money ain't good. It's all money ain't good money.
Yeah, we got to stop basing everything on how much money something makes or is worth.
And listen, we also got to be for real too though. There are days as a drug dealer where you get shot at and you go home and that's a bad day. Okay. There are days as a porn star where it was just too much dick on set and you go back home and you sit in your tub and soak and you question your job choices.
And your pussy hurt and all that shit.
And you get back on the horse again later. And as a stripper, the same shit happened.
But how many times as a drug dealer you felt like that and then the next day you went out and sold more drugs?
That's why I'm not judging human beings.
I don't have no problem. But
I don't want you to take it personal.
I can't remember what you said earlier, but you were saying something about how
that man been cutting us off so we don't make no points, man.
That's not true.
Hell, man.
That's not true.
Man, I had some fire off and light your ass.
I just don't want y'all. But I don't want y'all to make. I don't want y'all to make what I'm saying into something that I'm not saying.
Right.
Because you keep saying like I'm questioning. You keep saying that I'm judging strippers.
I think we're arguing. We just been arguing two different points because I have no problem with it's not positive. Mm-hmm. I just understand that like everybody got to do something. Yeah. Like all jobs are necessary, motherfucker. It's like I want my son to be the trash man, but it's necessary. You feel me? Right. I don't want my son.
And to me, he gonna be the best fucking trash man.
Would you date? And that's fine. Make him the best trash man, not the best dope dealer. Would you date a girl who did porn?
Yeah.
I don't believe that was your answer originally.
I will.
I would too though.
Yeah, I would.
I don't care. That's how much I don't care about your actively or previously.
Previously.
Okay, previously. I'm a previous.
Yeah, we gotta get y'all for sick.
Okay, so
no, you can't be
so
going.
So you would not date a girl who had an OnlyFans currently and then was like, "Oh, baby, I'm
no, that's fine.
You can have OnlyFans
right now. But having an OnlyFans is not all the way bad because I know a girl that takes. She teaches sewing lessons on OnlyFans.
I ain't teaching shit.
So
if I get on her,
she want to get paid for it. Like
she like naked doing sewing.
She just doing. But you know that
she got her feet out.
But what I'm saying,
because OnlyFans is a completely.
It wasn't designed for that.
It seem like it's back page or something.
They don't understand what OnlyFans is really about.
It wasn't designed for that.
Edit that out.
No, it
wasn't designed. Motherfuckers turned it into some porn.
Yeah. So you can fucking be plotting plants. You can just be like, oh yeah, like this is what I do. I plot plants. Oh,
if I make one, I'm fucking on mine. I don't give a fuck. I ain't sewing shit.
I would love to set up the camera for my girl to do that shit. I'll be in the back like,
I'll be filming.
When you done with this,
but see, that's a lot different than porn.
Big difference.
Huge difference. Like porn, like my girl just actively going to the set
category.
and getting ate up and then coming home.
Porn.
I'm straight.
Yeah, I can't.
Nah, I couldn't live with that.
I can't know you walking out the door to go.
She come in fatigued like she got
But if
a
a person
12-round
came up
fight.
to you and was like, "Oh, I got an OnlyFans," and you'd be like, "Oh shit, he fucking do porn," but it's like, nah. I teach people how to do photography. But it's because I don't want to give this information out for free, so I got an OnlyFans so that they have to subscribe to my channel and they have to pay for each video to do this shit. So OnlyFans can be totally like people think OnlyFans is it's porn, it's vagina. I know
it's
I got OnlyFans.
Hey, but you know
that's predominantly
that shit.
what it's for,
But that shit is genius though for somebody to be sitting around the crib, girl in the room playing with her pussy and say, you know what? I'm a charge for this shit. I'm doing it anyway. Right. You feel me? I might as well let them peep in.
And a lot of these hoes be scamming though.
Yeah. And that's why I told the motherfucker, I said, bro, OnlyFans is way more brilliant than stripping because, right? You go to the strip club, right?
It is, though.
I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on.
I promise you.
I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on. I'm gonna let you know. Hold on. Let me tell you why.
Tell me
When I go in the babes, right? There's only so many ones that can come to this club, and there's only so many people who can see me in this club. Nice. But if I make an OnlyFans, the world can see me, and the world can tip me. You feel me? That's fucking 200-300 people versus the world. So if you get your shit popping like it's supposed to be,
can't beat the world, man.
You can't beat the world.
But popping how it's supposed to be popping is the key word.
Right, but
that's the key word.
We have to talk about it at its peak. I'm not talking about a motherfucker that got an OnlyFans with two motherfuckers donating $15
and all strippers. And let's be real, all strippers ain't popping. It's bitches who owe the club before they leave.
Right.
It's bitches who didn't make that tip out money. So all strippers ain't popping.
I totally understand.
It's usually 2 or 3 in the club.
But there's bitches who, when the pandemic hit, ooh, bitch, I'm the most popping bitch in this fucking strip club. I'm gonna go start an OnlyFans because everyone else is on their OnlyFans, and they lasted 2 weeks on that bitch.
Yeah, some motherfuckers not making no money on that bitch.
Right, but listen, they be on that bullshit. You competing against the world. You gonna have to go to town on that pussy. Yeah. All that J faking, all that bullshit.
Fake news. You gotta bitch. I got OnlyFans. I got a fucking OnlyFans, and I've never.
What you do on your OnlyFans?
Show my pussy. I've never done anything like that.
What you do on your OnlyFans then?
I take videos in my shower. I show.
You show titties?
Yeah, I show my titties.
Okay. You might make a little something, but you can't.
Baby, I made $15,000.
When? A month?
For the whole entire time that I've had it.
That's cool.
No, it's motherfuckers. I know some motherfuckers.
Listen, all I'm saying is, if you go, and I'm not shitting on 15 bands.
Motherfucker told me
to jack my dick.
Motherfucker told me they make 40 bands.
Why you jack it every day in your room?
Yeah,
40 bands a month.
In fact. But listen, you got to, if you gonna start an OnlyFans, you competing against the world. You gotta do something special with this pussy. Yeah. You got to go crazy.
Baby, I raised 10% in the first month.
They be lying. Everybody in the top 1 and 2%. That boy, everybody, y'all ain't in the top 10 of the fucking world. That shit, they got OnlyFans in the UK.
Top 1 in the first month.
They gotta keep motherfuckers going.
They do that shit exactly.
Yeah, they gotta keep you going.
This shit in the UK, Brazil. You seen all them hoes on that motherfucker? It's a badass.
Not showing no pussy.
Right. And this a bitch in there about to drop her pussy off. She got the jugging herself to death. Nah, you get them $10. Subscribe.
Yeah, how much you subscribe to find out? Because I know he did.
Subscribe to somebody's shit?
Hell yeah, and been disappointed and happy one time too. A bitch J faked me one time. I subscribed and she was just fucking titties in the shower. Unsubscribed.
Right. Like your money though.
Yeah, that's fine. You get these $10. You got me this month, right? But it's a bitch I'm still subscribed to, getting my 10 every month because she gonna shout out to Miss B Nasty. Come on the podcast. Let she go to tell you seen her shit.
She get it away free though. She all on Twitter.
But nah, that's how you get the people to come to her though. That's how you got to give away a little free.
Listen,
you got to give her a free bag.
Bro, she cannot be doing no more than what she doing on Twitter already, brother.
No, but listen, man. Listen.
I mean, full order.
I ain't gonna lie.
Give you a little sound.
She hell no. We got to get her on.
She absolutely.
Yeah, she hell. She retarded too.
Don't say that about my baby. Baby, you are not retarded.
She retarded, brother. We want her though.
Well, let me take her out after.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you can't wait to have a dodo bird head ass in the passenger seat.
That bitch skeeted.
Not asking no questions.
I couldn't even been behind the camera. When she squirted on her own face, I would just knocked the camera over. we finna fuck right now. Don't wipe none of that squirt off your face. I need all that shit still on you. I fucked the whole scene up. All you see the camera hit the floor. I'm done. I can't wait no longer.
She go dumb though.
But you got a daughter, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you subscribe to people's OnlyFans.
I burn OnlyFans down to my daughter.
And you watch porn.
Absolutely.
But you think it's not a reputable?
It's not. It's not positive. I don't. But listen, OnlyFans are OnlyFans.
I don't understand.
But listen, you can't.
Because I have turned so many of my guy friends who have daughters.
Right.
And they look at my OnlyFans promotions.
Baby, let me tell you about.
Oh my God,
let me tell you about men. I'm about to get. Go ahead. Yeah, you right.
Thank you so
much.
Go
ahead.
So they be like watching my shut the fuck
Because he feel me already. But go ahead.
He feel me. He's like, no.
All right, go ahead.
I started the sentence. You interrupted it.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. He ain't gonna let you make no point tonight. Go ahead though.
It's okay.
Y'all bucking though. But go ahead.
Any person that's watching this shit right now,
I got you. You got some guy friends, and they have daughters.
So they have daughters, and they watch my OnlyFans promotions. They see me at the strip club multiple times. They've fucking bought dances. They bought VIP, whatever. But in their mind, they're like, oh, if this was my daughter, I would never let my daughter do this. Blah blah blah. So then why the fuck are you here? That makes no fucking sense to me.
I thought you were about to say you talked them in the...
No. Why the fuck you got a daughter? And then you...
But we do a lot. But we do a lot.
That makes no sense.
But we do a lot.
I thought you was gonna make a whole nother point.
We do a whole. Yeah. You gotta understand. We do a whole lot of shit that we don't recommend for our kids. Like we fuck. We don't recommend.
But if they end up doing it, are you gonna shame them for
so
it?
it's just like,
if they end up doing,
I'm not shaming.
If they end up selling drugs, you gonna
I'm not shaming. I would shame my.
We're not saying we're gonna disown them.
I would shame my son. I would shame my daughter.
You don't want them to be their whole life, but if they end up doing it for like,
I'm not shaming women who currently strip. I'm not shaming women who currently.
I don't strip. I work at a fucking restaurant now.
I have no problem with women who dance. I don't want that narrative out there. I have no problem with women who do porn on OnlyFans. All I'm saying is
because you buy their content.
Exactly. But if you want your child to do it, I question something.
How many accounts you subscribe to?
Nah, listen, I don't. OnlyFans is like
how many you subscribe to?
On two.
He said two.
Yeah, I'm not like OnlyFans is some. Nah, hell no.
$10.
I'm not paying all this shit. This porn free.
$10.
But like to see a little something. If I know you going ham on the pussy, like you say, she cut up on Twitter, so she got my little $10. I ain't shit my $10. You feel me? And it's another girl.
But that's cheap though to see somebody go crazy.
Right, but I like.
Especially since it's someone you don't know. Like, I'm just gonna go buy porn. That's not somebody you know. That's not somebody you saw walking down the street. Damn, that's a fine ass bitch. Right. And she's just like, oh, well, like, I have OnlyFans. Oh, you can catch me a cheetah. Like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Bitch, you gonna go to that shit. The next fucking few minutes you got, you gonna be like, ooh, shit.
I like the bitches on
because
like,
it's personal. It's not just no stranger. It's
like
not just no fucking like Mila Kunis. It's not just like random person that you know. It's somebody that you want to see naked. It's not just some stranger you want to see naked. It's somebody that you're just like, shit. I've seen her talk. I've heard her voice. I've smelt her smell. Who told
who told you any of this? This is all wrong.
It's because you're a dude. You're a dude.
I can't smell the screen. I don't want to hear her talking.
I'm talking about someone you met up in like
you can tell she ain't got nothing but creeps subscribed to her OnlyFans, man.
Most people, but listen,
she got, you remember Player Club to do with the glasses?
They're following.
Them the big spenders.
Yeah,
them the boys who buy the private videos.
I
hate
I forgot his name. I just remember
that boy. They were wild as fuck.
Yeah, that ain't me though on that. I like the girls on there who look like they wouldn't normally play with that. Like they look regular. Like my girl, I sent you a picture of Lust for Lola. You remember I sent you a picture of her little drug addict looking ass? I like that shit. Cause I would walk past her on the street and I wouldn't think that pussy do some
what
things.
I'm talking about. You walking past her in the street and then you finally share OnlyFans.
You think that shit? You think that pussy new wet?
Got to be.
It new wet.
Got to be. I'd love to find that though. I'll move her toxic ass.
That's a new term.
That shit have ruined my life.
We need to make some female T-shirts to say the new wet.
That sounds hot.
I would buy.
No, panties.
New wet.
Ooh, panties that would say that.
Then it's gonna get them bitches who lying
that
about it
too.
Yeah.
Panties say the new wet.
Yeah.
They got to change colors when they wet.
On the
but I think all
we could be careful about the new wet. That color change.
All women claim they got wet, just like all men claim they fucking shit out people.
That's why the panties got to change colors when you wet. Now, if you got the new wet, them panties gonna change color.
That's hard. Like a little moisture thing to make the color change.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Not even just a little bit.
Baby,
I gotta have that. Listen, that Flexi gonna change the whole panty. That okra, That okra don't dry up.
That okra.
Man, I can't eat this, man. That shit be everywhere. But that shit be here. I can't. You know, you used to eat pussy be like right here. This shit be that. I can't even see it.
If you rub my pussy with your beard, I'ma snatch your ass off.
Nah, but if you ate some good pussy like the bottom,
if someone's beard,
I got a short chin, huh? I got a short chin though.
As a woman, like if someone's like mustache or beard just rubbing on your clit or like asshole or something, no, you don't like that, do you?
No, but I got a short chin though, so if I'm eating that pussy, you gonna get a little bit of
hair on it.
How? My tongue short and everything. How you not gonna get a little bit? This nigga got a whole beard.
Let me say my tongue short and my chin short.
You gonna get him in here? This nigga got a whole beard. So
I ain't never heard of a say tongue short.
Like it's not just like fuzz though.
So this shit here fuck you up, but that's cool
because it's like fucking
Brillo
sandpaper.
It's the same shit this nigga got on. I'm light skinned. This is better than
because this can get soaked.
Because they're both coarse.
They're both coarse, period. But
I feel
that shit look dumb as fuck when you got it in your beard too, cause your shit light.
Yeah, that shit. I used to be cool. Like, listen though. When you come up there, but I was straight though. When you come up from the pussy though, you just hit one of these, and I'm straight. I was fine.
That was fucking.
But listen,
good.
But now when you come up from the pussy though, you got to goddamn do a whole goddamn face check.
But that sounds hot to people in my generation. Like shit, I gotta wipe my whole fucking chest, my whole bed, my head, my whole bed is soaked.
That should be too much sometimes. They usually come with squirt too.
I'm down with squirt though. That's my shit though.
Oh, that's my shit.
That shit get annoying.
You can squirt?
Yes.
All right, I love strippers. I take all that shit back I said. It's positive. It's positive. That's how the lame niggas be getting pussy. You know what I'm saying? I love your career. Fuck them niggas who say that it's not positive. Nah, I'm with you. It's all positive. I would love for my daughter to grow up. Where you say you work? She could shadow you one.
I don't work at I work at a restaurant now.
That's how
that was fucking awesome.
That's
I like that.
Yeah, it's my bad. I ain't know you squared. You should have said that from the beginning.
You're stupid. You're stupid.
Adam Jackson. Derek Taylor.
Would have been on even as long.
Yeah, exactly. Derek Taylor in this motherfucker.
Considering how you eat pussy.
No, listen, I'm fine. Don't get it twisted though. I just can't.
You don't like that new wit though.
But now, the trick is you just got to eat it before you make out. You got to eat it and then make out. If you make out with them, that shit's oversaturated.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I make out with my own pussy, but I ain't gonna make out until you eat my pussy. Like, I mean,
that new wet run up. You never met some wet. Wet normally go down. A bitch was giving me head and I reached over. That shit was wet all up here. Like how you get? How that shit come back up? That shit don't make. That shit was crazy. I ain't never had no girl. That's what I never had a girlfriend with good head before though. Let me rephrase that because listen, hold on, wait a minute before they get mad at me. I've never had a girlfriend with fire head. I've had good head, but like I ain't never. You ever had a bitch just give you head and you ain't even want you ain't even care if you get the pussy. This head is just dumb.
That's few and far in between.
You ever had that at home though? Like that's what you come home
at
to?
Home? Where else he had that?
No, I mean like, but okay.
It seemed like in the streets the head be different in the streets.
As in
you
wouldn't teach it.
You can't teach. You can't teach.
Yes, you can teach.
You can't teach five
people how to eat pussy.
No, you can't teach five dome. Five dome. It's like you
gotta why you can't. In order to have like that supreme like sensei level of head, you had to be almost a set out at some point in your life. And that's not nobody we usually gonna wife. So if you get somebody that you got at home and you chose them, usually they hadn't reached that pinnacle of wholeness. Yeah. Because it's a certain level of wholeness. It's like you think you suck a dick good at home, but you ain't have no fucking idea. Like what the fuck this fucking jump off that used to be getting.
If a girl with good head can see a girl with fire head, she'll change her mind.
She'll change her mind. She'll be like, oh yeah, I wasn't like that.
That come with a certain level of mental health issues. Bitches with fire head look at a dick as an opponent. Like it's an opponent. It is. A bitch who can suck dick for like fire head, she offended by your dick being like that's an
and man when she ain't finished. Yeah. How many people have either sucked your dick or you have had sex with?
What do you mean?
How many people have sucked your dick or you've had sex with?
Hold on, you gonna be honest about this on the show?
No, man, I ain't answering that.
I'm gonna say that's heavy.
That's heavy.
So what about you?
You want an honest answer? That's heavy, man.
That's heavy. That's too heavy.
God, that's heavy. But we can't do that. We can't do that, though. We gotta answer that, don't we?
Listen to me though. I will say.
Hold on, though. We gotta answer that, though. Our podcast is talking about. Go ahead. She asked you first. I'm gonna say she asked you first, though. I answer though. You gotta go first though.
You said how many people have I what?
How many people are you judging this theory off of? AKA has
a lot,
dick?
enough, a lot.
No. Like 10, 20, 30,
You gotta
40,
answer
50,
this,
60,
man. Our
70,
podcast
80,
is set up.
90,
Our podcast
like-
is set up for this level of honesty. We, as the host, we cannot back out on this question.
Bro, answer it then. Shit.
Y'all both nervous, so it's either high
You
or
done
low.
start sweating harder.
I've been
Because
sweating.
this is how the shit on Instagram, so clearly it's
So
high.
how many people who have given me head and how many people I fucked?
Yes. To base this
I've got more
information
head than
off
I
of.
got pussy.
Nah, we want a number.
So I'm gonna say the pussy is in the hundreds. So the head got to be 130-ish.
And none of these bitches have made you
No, no.
come off head?
No. I've had some. I have
come
listen,
off head. Please tell me this.
What? It's my
You
favorite
come
thing.
off
Of,
head.
it's my favorite thing in life.
Okay.
I've
But-
got some head women that I remember that I wish I could find. I wish I still had their numbers. I've had some beautiful head.
Hit
though.
12 up. Hit 12 up.
No,
He looking for you,
no, this is what I'm
baby.
saying. I've never had home fire head. Like my girlfriend.
your- oh.
Like I was not.
Like in a
someone
relationship
you
with
like.
somebody.
Right, like
Yeah,
what? Do you know how many events I would cut short if I had fire head at home? And we was watching the game in the first quarter, and they up by 14. I'm like, I'm gonna get up out of here, bro. I'm gonna go ahead.
I know somebody at home.
This
Shit.
game over.
So for the ones that haven't given you that good head, like, did you come off of it? Like, how did you end that? If you ain't get
I
the
just
pussy,
go ahead and get the pussy. Like if
okay.
my
I know you
girlfriend.
said you had something that you didn't get the pussy from.
That's how
Yeah,
this
that fire
be.
head was just so good.
Oh,
You just
okay.
like,
I
baby,
thought
do
it
your
was
thing.
one
I
that
don't
didn't
even-
have
I don't
it
even
at all.
stop you.
I'm straight.
Just, man, this shit here
The
crazy.
pussy can't match this.
I'd have had to look down like this can't be realistic. This is right.
No, because that's real as fuck. Because I was hooking up with a dude one time that we like went to high school with, and then like a few years later after, he was like, "Bro, I feel like I shouldn't even get in this type of shit."
Bro, you
He
cap
was
right
just
now.
looking at me.
This-
He was
I'm,
like,
I'm calling cap. I'm capping. You cannot have.
and that was the first time I heard it. So,
So
you can put the numbers together.
So you
whatever.
got new wet, you squirt, and your head fire,
This isn't about me, baby. This is about
but your
y'all.
OnlyFans just taking showers.
So
and
what
show
we-
you missing out on so much money.
Because what I do when I'm a stripper, and I'm gonna do that shit on my OnlyFans. I'm not comfortable fucking show my pussy and be like,
Why not? It's
no.
positive. Go
Because
for
it's
the
gross.
He says
fuck what everybody
So you
saying.
got-
Because all those bitches that do that shit, they got all my money. They got all that shit. All the money that their customers were gonna spend on me, boom, they can spend it on them.
So none of your customers seen your pussy in the strip club?
No.
You can't take your
No.
draws off.
None of my bitches.
I didn't know how to Pensacola.
None of my
You gotta keep the draws on.
Shut up.
Atlanta.
Because I know a few dancers in Sammy's Pensacola, in Babe's Pensacola. Boy, they eating their pussy in the strip club. I've
Yeah, it
heard
go
people-
down.
I've
Yeah, you
heard
ain't supposed
stories
to.
about
Yeah, you
people
will though. Yeah.
fucking. I've heard so many nasty ass fucking stories.
yeah?
That I am just like, that's why strippers have such
Falling
a bad
right into your trap.
reputation. Because there's girls out here that just want to show their titties because we're all titty bars. That's what we're supposed to be. Is titty bars. And so there's dancers out here that are fingering, fucking, blowjobbing, fucking. Shut up! Don't
Yeah.
fucking laugh at me about the.
This is what you want my kid to be. You want my daughter. You want my kid to come around there.
No, but listen. Let me finish my sentence.
Okay.
Because those people mess up the stereotype and mess up the image of strippers. Because when little frat boys, little people who turn 18 nowadays, they go to the strip club and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get my first hand job. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get my first blow job. I'm gonna pay $1,000 to bring this bitch into VIP, and she's gonna fuck me." Baby, no.
But
that's not what the fuck is true.
you do understand that's
shut
why
up,
the strip
shut
clubs are
up,
still around.
Shut up. Because how many rap songs have you heard? Oh, pulled up in the club in a Phantom, left with a dancer. Okay, no, that is so unrealistic. Those bitches are prostitutes. Those are not
that's
dancers.
not unrealistic
Those
at
are
all.
not dancers. Those are prostitutes. Those are not dancers. Those are prostitutes.
You do know the strip
Because-
club is still open because of prostitution.
Yes,
like you
I
do know why that's the only
understand
reason
that.
why this shit is
and
still around.
that's why the fucking owners of the strip club pay off the officers that
she
work in
sound
that
like-
county, and they
He
pay
sound
them
like
off.
a black dude trying to explain why he's not like the other black dudes. Like he did it. It's not me. I'm not like that. It's him. It's them. I'm not one of them. They giving us a bad
Because it is
reputation.
them.
Right.
Because it is them. How many times have you had to be like, "Oh no, I'm not that type of black dude. Those are the type of black dudes over there. No, it's not me. I'm not that type of stripper." Those are the type of strippers that are over there offering hand jobs in the fucking back room for extra money, offering fucking sex in the back room for extra money.
But wait, his point
I'm gonna go home with you
he
for
hold
extra
on.
money.
His point
and
hold on. His point is that basically at the end of the day, it's more likely than not that those type of people are strippers.
And that's
it's
why
almost,
stripping is looked down upon.
as it should be.
And that's why
that's a large percent of it.
And
I wouldn't even say look down on, but it's just not a positive thing. I'm not gonna say look down on. Yeah, but there's a
so
lot
I win, basically.
And so
I won.
Yes, I do agree with you on that point because there's so many rap artists.
Ain't no win though.
No, and so many TV shows like fucking It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I think even in Futurama they depicted this shit. Like every single TV show is like, oh, we need to go get some girls that we need to fuck. Boom, they end up at the strip club. Next scene, they're at the strip club. And it's like, they're not even paying these girls. They're just like, oh, I'm so hot. And yeah, you just need to come to the strip club with me. No fucking dancer that actually has their shit together is going to go home with anybody because that's prostitution. That's a whole different line. There's stripping and then there's prostitution. There's a whole different fucking line.
It's levels to that shit.
And I guess that can be a whole different podcast.
When you come
but I promise you,
when you go to major cities like Atlanta and shit like that,
and that's why I am scared to go there because I don't want to have my whole fucking pussy fucking open and shit because I don't want that shit open on my
niggas coming there with
OnlyFans.
real stupid bags in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Niggas coming there $10,000. Probably gonna get some pussy that night.
But hold on,
the respect level.
But what's crazy is this, right? Is that like it goes like what I was saying in the beginning. Everybody has a perspective and there's levels to shit. Now, right, she's talking about dancers that show they pussy, right? That's too much. And that's just like, this shit is wild. Right. You feel me? And there's dancers in clubs that don't even take their top off that's looking at her like, this shit is wild.
Yes.
You feel me? And there's people that don't go to strip clubs looking at the motherfuckers dancing with their top on like, this shit is wild.
Yes.
So it's everybody, it's judging. Everybody judging everybody, but at the end of the day, but what you can't do, what she's doing is what you can't do is because I can't be looking up at the people who are looking down on me saying, don't judge me while I judge the people below me. You feel me? It's just like it has to be no judgment all the way around the board. Yeah, so it's like we all find time and room to look down on something that's less than us. It's just like as black people, white people feel like they're superior to us. You feel me? And it's like there's some things that we feel like we're superior to, and that shit don't matter to us because we don't give a fuck about it. But it's looking at us like, damn, bro, we matter too. Right. So it's just like it's a whole circle. Like all of us are like looking down on something or being judgmental towards something, and we just got to kill that shit all the way around the board. That's the biggest issue is that, like,
well, trash.
Yeah, when you in position, just like you heard LeBron say today, talking about whoever made the play-in tournament need to be fired. You feel me? And and I'm saying like, bro, you only saying that because you ain't finna be in that position. Right. But had you not been in that position, you wouldn't have gave a fuck about the play-in tournament. Yeah. So it's just like motherfuckers just be concerned with shit that's under them, and motherfuckers that's over them concerned with them.
And to be clear, like I said, I was just talking about the environment of dancing.
Oh no, it's
not
terrible.
The dancers themselves. So them stories that you started talking about, like that's what I'm talking about. I wouldn't want my kid around, even if she was managed to not be one of those strippers and survive, you know, all the temptation. And I just wouldn't want her to be in that environment.
And I know so many different dancers that have tried that shit out for like a week. Literally a day, like a few months, and they're just like, this is not the life for me.
Bro, I could not imagine being a woman, right, and just walking around naked in the club full of thirsty motherfuckers.
Right. Yes. You can become a
but you gotta
lot
be,
of shit.
that's what I was gonna say. But bro, you gotta be mentally like. On some other shit.
Yeah.
But that's why a lot of drugs and shit come into play.
Like even when I'm in there and I'm watching the shit.
Some women can do it sober, but most women need something to get through the night.
Man, I'm looking at this shit like from a man's perspective in this shit wild. So I know to be in that shit.
No.
It's
and
like wow.
So I went out to Fort Walton Beach a few weeks ago and I was at Club 10, I think. And I was just like, I haven't danced since December. So I was watching the dancer, and there was like 15 different dudes just like crowded around her stage, not spending no money.
That shit creepy.
Not money.
And when the money ain't flying, it's extra creepy.
They do that extra
wild. It look crazy when there's no money.
Like, ew.
That's why I can't even go to a strip club unless like, bro, I'm at your job. I'm here. I got to give out money the whole time I'm here, or I'm not coming in here. That's weird as fuck for you to go in that bitch and not spend no money.
You need to pay the employees. Like you need to like pay the person that's working and spending their ass and fucking dancing up and down on a vertical pole.
Answer this.
Fucking all the time.
How was your first experience dancing? Like how did you feel? Paint me a picture of like how that went for you.
Made $500.
How did you how did you end up how did you end up in that situation and how did it go? Were you nervous?
Okay, yes, I was nervous. But as someone who has been 6 foot tall since about the sixth grade, whatever, people have always thought. Yeah, I'm a big ass bitch.
Go ahead, though.
people have thought I was older than I was. So I've been sexualized since day one. Right. Literally, I was in 5th grade, and people were like, "Oh, you're about to what high school are you about to graduate to?" And graduate from, and I'm like, I'm in the 5th grade, and my brother's friends were like, "Oh, what?" So it was really weird. Anyways, the first time I got into the strip club, fun fact, I was drunk as shit because I was so nervous to go in there and be naked and dance on the stage. Right. So I got drunk as shit. Ended up not going in that night. So that was a Friday night. Saturday night, I didn't drink too much, but I was still really nervous. And ended up making about $500 that first night. And so that... So
is that considered... Is that a bag? Is that good money?
Depends on where you live.
Here.
It depends on where you live.
Pensacola, is that good money here?
That's a decent night.
Okay.
Yeah, the most I've ever made working in Pensacola was $2,000. And that was on a Monday night.
Okay.
And when there was only 5 dancers working because some sad sack came in because his girlfriend cheated on him. So he came down to Pensacola to move her stuff out of the house. And he was giving his friend all the money.
Depressed motherfuckers spend the most money.
Dude, they really do.
That's why a nigga like me can't be with you. I be like, nigga, we can just buy some pussy. You don't have to do that. We can get pussies with an S. For $2,000, bitch, we can have multiple pussies.
All week. You gonna find them on some panties, bitch. You don't want them bitches on some panties.
That's a lot of $40. A lot of 40s.
Right.
So we can get 4 motherfuckers with this.
You ain't lying, man. We need to split this. We doing it wrong.
But I was a surfer. Before I became a dancer, and I made good money. From a 17-year-old making $70 in my first shift. That's a lot of money. Somebody who's never made their own money. And so...
How old were you when you first tried it?
20.
Okay, cool.
18, 20. Probably 18. And then...
That's a big gap now. Them 2 different ages.
18, 20. I know, because I was a waitress for a few years, and then I became a hostess at Hooters, and then one of my server friends came up to me and was like, "Yeah, I dance at Sammy's." And so then she was like, "Bitch, you're so fucking pretty. You need to come and dance at Sammy's." And I was like, no. Same mentality you had. I'm like, no.
You know what's wild? Male
strippers
are wild. Would y'all go see a male stripper?
Make so much more.
Would you go watch a male stripper?
Yeah, because men be trying to fuck. I bet gay strippers do make the most money. Men be really in that bitch trying to fuck something.
Because old days for 70-year-olds.
Yeah. I got a question though. What I know female strippers wear, right? What do male strippers wear? What's the walk around attire?
G-strings.
Yeah, with that little rubber thing behind the cock, little cock ring shit. That shit be looking weird.
What is it called?
In the strip club, wear a cock ring in the strip club.
Yes.
In the club.
Yeah.
Yes, baby. Dick pecker. Yes, baby.
I thought them niggas were jeans and boots. I don't know why I thought
that. They probably snap on the side, snatch them bitches off.
The club got to stank like a motherfucker on male night.
Nigga, it's a male club. They got
because most of the men.
Atlanta got a whole male strip clubs.
And you know, big girls love them more than anybody. I guarantee you. Every time you see anybody promoting anything male strippers, there's always a whole bunch of big girls.
That's why I can't be no male
So you got big
though.
girls and male strippers all in one room, sweaty.
Then they always trying to pick them hoes up. Why is that a thing, bro?
Because bitches are horny. Horny as much as men.
See that big women can be picked up, then yes, bitch, you finna throw some extra.
Yes.
I got muscles, but I ain't finna
if
waste
you can see
that.
auction who's fucking honeymoon it is, and you pick her up, you're on the stage.
What if I found out you was stripping, bro? You had to boot you out the podcast.
I'll be the best man.
Man, I gotta find somebody else, man.
We're here to change that mentality.
You gonna do it with a hat on? With a hat on, no hat?
Absolutely with a hat.
We're changing
I fuck
this
with a hat
mentality. If he dances at the strip club, you better support that man. You better tell everyone on this podcast.
I'll just
y'all better go support 12.
I'm just going around whispering in the ears. You want some dick? I'm selling myself. You can purchase this. I'm not.
And then all the strippers at the strip club who don't do that are gonna be like,
"Oh, he making it bad for us."
You're a prostitute. You ain't no stripper. You're a prostitute. No.
Y'all niggas got me fucked up.
I'm gonna have to come back and like re-educate you people because you did not get my talk this first time. It's okay.
But they wear a cock ring or just in the club. You ever wore one of them?
Of course.
No, bro.
You got the way you want one time.
I never tried no shit like that.
You got the way you want.
What did you do? You get a haircut? Did you get an edge up?
All the time. Wait a minute, dog. What's so funny about that? Is it what you fucking nigga who wore a cock ring?
I have.
How stupid do you look putting that bitch on, bro?
Nah, listen, you gotta.
So it's weird though.
How stupid do you look putting it on?
What's weird?
Fucking a dude with a cock ring.
Why is it weird?
It's the aesthetics of it. Like it's almost
Bro,
equivalent to a young dude
don't it
taking
vibrate?
Viagra.
No.
What it do is it pinch your meat,
It
make it
keeps it
stronger?
hard or something. I guess it like
just, like,
restrains it. It blocks off the
So that's
blood
like,
Bro.
that's like if a
Keeps it
bitch
hard.
looks like a
Stupid
First
do
of all,
you
you
look
gotta,
putting it on?
you gotta put it on when they not looking. I don't put it on.
That's exactly how it went down. Like I never knew when he put that shit on.
I can see your ass cut over the room.
Oh, I'm good with it. I'll turn you around. I'll turn you backwards like I'm finna kiss you on the neck. Slide it
You're like, hold on, real quick.
I do that shit, bro. I'm good at that shit, though. But the thing is, though, but how he put it on, though? He put it on around everything.
I guess it's
Yeah, I
soft,
thought it was
right?
to secure the condom or some shit. Like I did not know
Does
what
it
was
go around the
over. Like,
balls?
Nah, listen.
No,
Listen. I'm not. Now that's wild to me. I'm not wearing no cock ring and no rubber.
Hold on, you wearing rubber?
No, listen. I'm not wearing it. That's just too much rubber. That's not what we doing.
That's a generational gap right there. I'm sorry, everyone on
I'm
the
either wearing a rubber
podcast.
or a cock ring. But if I wear a cock ring, I'm raw fucking. But that's like somebody I
If
know.
you born before
If you fucking somebody with a rubber and you try to get a cock ring on, bro, you a maniac.
You insane.
you got
Where you on that level?
Yeah, that nigga's
What the
insane.
fuck are you doing?
It's only so intimate
is
this can get. Yeah, your whole dick covered. I don't know what that is.
One fucking, what did you do?
Motherfucking skull cap in the middle. What is a headband and a do-rag?
That's exactly what that
Say
is.
knuckle again. I
That's it,
swear
man.
to God. What is it called?
Shit, I say shit like that if I eat your pussy. I be like, man, look at that.
no,
knuckle.
the flex seal.
Plexiglass. Yeah. So what was it?
I couldn't call it a knuckle
fart,
fight.
one plexiglass, one something.
I couldn't call it a knuckle if I eat your
Anything
pussy.
will turn you off just like that. Really?
I
Do you
couldn't-
know how many men's buttholes I have seen, and then I still fuck this man?
You seen his butthole?
How many times he got out of the fucking car, and this dude was getting out of the car, and his fucking ass cracked?
Hey, listen, I heard a young girl say that. She be like, anything turn me off. If you get out the car to go get something, and I see your ass crack, she be like, I'm instantly turned off.
If
And
you
ever
don't
since I
put my
read...
gas,
It be little shit like that.
if you don't put my gas, if you don't pay for my McDonald's, if you don't fucking
Ever since I heard that, I always make sure I'm straight when I get out the car.
thank you. So you can
Ever since
learn.
I heard
so
that
you
shit.
can
Yeah,
learn.
absolutely I can learn. I'm very learning.
Perfect. Thank you. Oh my.
Young women love me. Your age and up, I'm perfect for you.
Because I feel like if I
can
burp,
teach well enough and I can learn well enough.
fuck in front of all of y'all, you'd be like,
I wouldn't give a fuck. Listen, I'm
Exactly,
old
you
enough.
wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
If
I love young women.
if I
I
saw
can
your
teach
ass
well
crack-
enough and I can learn well enough. Young women keep you
If
young.
I saw your ass crack
Right.
right now, I'd be like,
Nah, see, like that shit
He
like that.
was cute about an hour
That shit like
ago,
that. I need to know.
Yeah, like I know you feel this shit, bro.
But no, you really don't though. Sometimes you just be moving.
I feel that shit.
High winds and all, they still be
You
out.
feel it.
All the time it don't be no wind coming. Like you don't necessarily know.
Every time my ass crack was out, bro, I felt it.
No, that's when it was just out. But if you, sometimes you just be having a little tip. Just a little line.
A little
But
line.
listen, I'm a heavy nigga though. I'm 280, so my boxes don't always fit me right. They might fit me on the thighs.
Ass crack too long.
I got big ass. No, I got long. I got big ass. My ass crack ain't long. But listen, they don't make boxes. Listen, I got big ass thighs. My thighs probably double. You 6 foot,
My
maybe not double
thighs
yours.
are probably the same size
Nah,
as
mine
yours.
bigger than yours. But so I put my boxes on my waist smaller than my shit, so my boxes might be loose up here. So when I get out the motherfucking car, if I ain't paying attention, I have a little crack. So I gotta make sure my shit straight though. And I think I'm cool. The bitch ain't saying nothing. Old bitch ain't gonna say nothing. Young bitch be like, man, you need to get that. That's why I like young hoes. I be like, yeah,
but you don't like
really
that
ain't. That's
fucking
truth
webby
there,
shit.
Now that's fine. I just don't want my mouth on it.
That is insane to me. I just don't.
Why I can't eat you
understand
before
that.
you get wet? Why is that too much to ask?
Because
Can I
we
eat
like
you
you.
to get you
We
wet,
like
right?
you. Oh my
Huh? Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm supposed to get you wet.
Let me put this in your perspective.
Anxious ass pussy.
We fucking stalk your Instagram.
Oh,
we
damn,
stalk your
God
Instagram.
damn.
We stalk Block your
Yeah.
Facebook.
Let me eat you first.
Would you suck my dick if nut was just coming out already?
You're insane.
What if I was just nutting before you hit it? So before you first time you hit it, I'm just nutting.
And then we just be mad anyway.
Huh?
We just be mad
Anyway, what's
Yeah, but that pre-nut ain't like that real nut. If I was just real nut all the time, just constant real nut, you still gonna suck me off? That shit'd be wild. You'd be like, this nigga's wild.
Wait, what is the
If I'm just constantly nut, like regular nut.
Baby, I was sending you to the doctor. I don't know
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm trying to send y'all. I don't understand that.
Oh my God. Do you know how many times I squirt back to back for fucking 3 hours?
Squirting
Bitches
you
are like,
gonna be
oh my God.
You did not squirt for no 3 hours.
You want to go prove it?
Yes.
No, you don't. Because
Yes.
you don't like that new bitch.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I think he capping. I would love to find out. I'll come back on here and buy.
Let's go find out. I ain't had nothing in a little bit, so come
Listen,
on.
I'm finna go. I got my shower bag in the car. I got a whole shower bag in the car. You think I'm bullshitting?
I'm gonna send you home dirty. What you talking about?
All right. There's a whole lot of capping going on in this room. This shit that took a whole turn that I wasn't expecting. I got all my fucking tie in the car. I got edibles in the car. I got the whole nine. I got the whole back. I got a vibrator in the car and everything. I don't know why. I don't even know why. I swear to God. I swear I do that. I promise you I do. I can show everybody when we get out this podcast. I got that for real. This shit
So
just
you
took a
mean
turn
to tell
for
me,
the
all
worse.
right? So you say you got a vibrator in your truck, right?
I'm sorry.
Can have you used that on like multiple people?
Nah, I buy a new one just in case I run into something like this.
Fake news.
No, I swear to God.
Fake news.
No, I swear to God. I can show you my receipts though. One thing about me is I swear I tell the truth.
You know what you sound like?
I'll leave my vibrator with you.
You know what you sound like, bro?
If I fuck you, I'll leave the vibrator with you.
I'm with you.
Hey, you sound like the camper. They got some rope.
Look, like tonight, you gonna have an extra vibrator in the morning. I'm gonna leave it with you.
I've never had one, so that would be amazing.
It sounds like the camper that like had some rope and a camera just in case he ran across Bigfoot. When you talked about that,
That's me.
It said just in case I run across some shit like this.
That's why I don't fuck like I used to. Like this real shit though. I used to just fuck for sport. You feel me?
Right.
But I'm the
Weird.
type.
What you mean though?
more.
Explain that
like
more.
most men,
Young men do.
Right,
we
just
don't understand what you're saying.
just to fuck, just cause. I would just it didn't matter who the chick was. I'm
Fat,
wearing,
skinny, ugly, pretty.
No, not necessarily all that.
Well,
But I done
okay.
fuck some ugly bitches. I mean,
But go
every
ahead,
nigga has.
Ugly
Whatever.
bitches deserve love too. Anyway,
Yeah,
so what you talking
any
about?
bitch ever date a dope dealer then shed dick with a crackhead, whether you know that or not. You didn't, that's neither here nor
Been
there.
there, done that. Anyways,
Right.
come on.
So all I'm saying is, it's like now if I can't have a certain type of sex, I don't want to fuck.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? If you're not as freaky as I am, if you're not on the shit that I am, I'm cool.
The
I don't
audience wants you to explain.
Bro, where
Like,
you
if I
just
can-
randomly get a dildo from, bro?
I go holler at my dog at the shop. Not a deal though. Like I don't walk around with a fake dick in the car. It's just a vibrator. It's just a vibrator.
It's just like a little finger.
Nah, the one I would. The one the shit though. I guess got a little bullet. The one the shit though.
I say you got a little bullet.
What the
It's about
fuck?
a rose.
What's a
I
bullet?
want to see the roll. You ever had a one?
No.
I was gonna say the
No,
one.
the
was better
one
than
that
the
Owen
Rose.
Gray used. Do you know who Owen Gray?
The Rose, the goat right now.
Owen Gray.
I just think them hoes ain't never had
You
the
like
one.
black
I got to see it. If it could beat
you
the
like
one,
black
it's the goat.
dudes, okay.
The
I
Rose
got to
is
see
no
it. The
goat.
Rose can
Yeah,
beat the
I
one.
Matter of
heard
fact,
about
for
the
all the
Rose.
people out there, y'all know I'm a serial entrepreneur, and in 1 month I will have the Black Rose. It's a black-owned company. It's called Urban Expression Sex Toys.
This nigga selling
You
dildos.
feel me? I'm selling everything. I'm selling. I got the black. All of the women's toys are black.
Yes.
So everything in the store is black. Yeah. So.
What about light skin? They can't get no light black.
Nah, it's black, like black, like the color black, not brown black, but black, motherfuckers.
He said they black.
Yeah, but so y'all make sure y'all spend y'all coins with me, man. Y'all don't go buy the bullshit, man. Y'all get the real shit. Don't get the rolls that's gonna break it down you in the week, because I know y'all be wearing them hoes out.
Well, you gotta at least
We got
try it
completely
out
off.
first,
I just want to
though.
know before we go, why you ain't never? You got to try a cock ring though.
Man, I ain't put no fucking.
Man,
cock
stop.
ring on, bro.
Listen,
Both of you.
you told me to go to the swingers club.
Mm-hmm.
So you will do that, but you won't put a cock ring
Man,
on?
a cock ring is weird, bro. How do you even? Where? At what point do you put it on?
When they not looking. Go to the bathroom.
No, she don't want to know. Hold
But
on.
what if she want to like? Let's
I
say
never
for
knew.
let's say for instance,
but
she
what
done
about
jumped
like
off her and
this
she finna
big
give you some head and she see that
Right.
fucking ring around your dick.
They don't never say nothing. Women ain't gonna say nothing. They like
No,
fuck
She
it, bro.
about to if you guys.
Yeah.
If it's somebody you fuck with, they gonna say
I'm
something. They
saying,
gonna be like, bro, what the
if
fuck
you saw a
is this
nigga
you
with a
got
cock
going
ring
on?
on, you ain't gonna stop and be like, what is this?
If you know- if you
If
fuck
you
with her
saw
like
a
that,
bitch
you
with
will.
her own fucking condom, are you gonna stop her?
Man, I Wrap that motherfucking curl around your head, bitch. You shut up.
All right, wait. So was it around like his dick and balls, or was it just around like his dick?
It was just around the dick. I think it depends on the size
So
of
I
it, though.
think so,
That shit is
too.
like
Ain't
really
no real
thick
cock
ass
ring wear. That shit don't go
elastic.
around. If that shit don't go around the
This
balls,
man-
it ain't legit.
This man said
That
you
shit
put
got to
around
go-
your balls.
Everything.
I want you to show me 12. Let me see 12.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
You not stupid that look.
She talking like I'm not a cap man, bro.
I will go and
You
buy
put it around
one
your
for
balls
you.
too, bro.
Huh? You
I
got?
would
I
go-
got one in the car.
That don't
huh?
hurt,
You got
bro.
a cock ring in the car.
I got my
Like,
whole
so
fuck
you've
bag in the
worn
car.
one.
That don't hurt, bro.
Huh?
That don't hurt.
After a certain amount of time, yeah, that bitch get a little extra.
So wearing it so much, like, does it make you?
No, I don't
does
wear it
your
all the time.
balls
This don't happen all the
drop,
time.
Like,
So you
even
wear
more
a
the
hat
longer
and a
you
cock
wear-
ring at the same time.
I don't.
You
If
know how
I,
stupid that look?
if I got to
Like,
wear
I don't-
rubber, I just said I won't.
I said a
Bro,
hat.
makes your dick bigger. Now,
Oh,
you
a
don't
hat?
need
A
that.
hat
You
and
don't
a cock
need
ring.
that.
Hell
long.
yeah.
That
Keeps
looks
it hard
crazy.
longer.
Huh?
You already wild for fucking
I
with a
might
hat
look
on, then you
wild.
have on the cock
Man,
ring
when
too.
This dick get in her, she ain't worry about how I look, man. This shit alright in here, man. That cock ring keep you up for a
You
minute.
might well
though.
fuck with shoes on too, bro.
Yeah, but listen, that's how you. It's just different though. I fuck with my flip flops on.
That's extra wild.
Oh, if a nigga ever fucked me with his flip flops on, I would
But
kick
see,
him out right
it's just
then.
because you don't even understand. When you get to the end of that bed, you need some grip though. You can't. You ever been fucking in your sock slide
Baby,
on?
I got time
That
for
shit the
it.
worst.
Yeah.
You can't stop. You be trying to
You gotta
adjust
have
that
distraction.
shit. What? I just slide right in these motherfucking flip flops.
I can fuck with that.
That's
But
what
you
I'm
can't
saying.
have no full tennis shoes on.
I
I'm
ain't
strange.
trying to
No,
have
no.
your feet
No
on
one's
the floor
strange.
in the first place, bitch. Get the fuck on
Nah, you gotta get to
bed.
the end.
Where do you buy a
Get
cock ring?
Get on the
Where do you
bed.
buy something like that? And how do you ask
Just
for
at the
it?
sex shop, you don't ask. Well, just where the cock rings at if you're gonna ask for it. But they got a little section. They got a little section. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's got to go around the dick and the balls, or you J faking, man.
When was the first time you put one of these on, and what made you say,
Man,
you know
I
what, I'm
went
going
to-
to get me a cock ring?
I went to the sex
told
store.
you?
Yeah, I mean, nobody told me about it. I went to the sex store to buy some shit for me and my lady at the time, right? I'm like, all right, cool. We was going out to the beach for a weekend, so I just wanted to spice some shit up. So I bought her a wand and all the shit that I had saw in porn, and then but it just had some cock rings on there. I'm like, man, I ain't got nothing for myself. They don't even make shit for dudes for real. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I got all this shit to work on her
you
and
got
nothing
the
for me.
pocket pussy, that's it though. And that's
Yeah, and I think that's wild.
weird.
I can't
use
pocket
it.
pussy.
No, I can't
myself.
pocket
That's
pussy.
wild.
Man. I can't.
That's because it's just a flashlight.
Yeah.
You wild fucking the flashlight.
Anything
That's
for
what it
men
is.
is weird though.
Yeah.
They'll make nothing for men, like
But
you
they
said.
come
You gotta
out with
goddamn
stuff
get a
now.
whole sex
They
doll. or
trying,
some
but you
shit.
look so wild. They got the little machine to give you head, but you know how
I
wild you
seen
sit there
that
with a
too.
little machine on you?
Yeah.
They have machines to give you pussies, and I'm like,
You gotta be real
crazy.
crazy. You gotta be wild.
You seen them dolls though? Them new dolls?
That's why I
I'm
say
talking
the dolls.
That
That
shit
would be
get
the only
wild.
thing men could do. That shit gets super wild.
about? That shit get
Yeah,
crazy.
That shit get
wild
wild.
as fuck.
Right. They keep
They
getting better at
come in
that. They
all
might
forms too.
Yeah,
They
they
come in
be-
all
That motherfucker, you gonna have that bitch in the passenger side.
They need to stop that. I ain't gonna know how to
You
explain
know the
this
old
shit.
dolls just blow up
Right.
balloon dolls.
Right. Nah,
These
this shit
bitches
here
got
got whole
skin.
skin on it.
Yeah, these niggas got skin.
Listen,
Clothes, all this shit.
women so jealous you can't have that though. If you get
Yeah,
a fake
nah.
bitch in the house,
Man, you get your ass
Y'all are fucking
mauled.
wild.
it's just like you cheating.
You let your dude have a fake doll in the house,
No, that's weird as
but
fuck.
you got the rose.
Oh man.
But I don't have the rope.
But
If you
would.
had it, you would goddamn be rosing.
True.
You feel me?
True.
Yeah, you be goddamn.
So
yeah.
why he can't get a little plastic little lady?
Cause it's
Women
like,
hell, bro. You can't have shit that's gonna make you happy, brother.
Right.
Don't
Get that
listen
bitch
to
out.
them.
Get that fake
Nah,
bitch
the
out.
funny,
Don't
the funny part
listen
about it
to
is
them.
the funny
Fuck
part about it is
them.
when you leave the house, she
They
gonna be
gonna
fucking
tell-
that fake doll up.
Nah, yeah,
She gonna be abusing your fake doll.
This man, nobody.
telling a
Fuck
friend.
both of
Yeah.
them.
He got this fake bitch in here.
Right.
He finna get this fake ass shit. This nigga fucking a doll. You
Yeah.
feel
Then
me?
maybe you guys should fuck better. Thank
Sometimes
you.
we just want something. Listen, she gonna be putting cigarette lighters on your doll when you ain't around. You can have a little burn mark. Like, man, why you keep fucking my bitch up, man? She gonna
That's
be mad.
nasty.
She gonna be mad as fuck at your dog.
Ew.
But yeah, try you
see
one,
that
man.
whole
Just you
picture.
got to go
Man,
for
I'm
the
not going to
whole
buy no
gusto.
fucking cock ring, brother.
Man, it's alright, man.
That one thing I ain't gonna be able to try, brother. That's just weird to me, brother.
You went to
to
the
have my
sex-
dick and balls in a contraption, brother.
Man, that shit the best, man.
Yeah,
Then
man,
when you shoot off, that's what it's really for though. Like it kind of
White man skeet.
Nah, that's when you that's why they shoot lows. We nut.
Right.
That's a load.
White man skeet.
Yeah.
That's what I call white man skeet.
gotta
I
drop-
ain't never nutted like that in my life.
Got drop a load one time. That be heavy.
Man,
projectile.
I'm like, bro, I ain't never nutted like this, bro. What the fuck these folks eating?
Listen, that cock ring, you keep that motherfucker on. That be going. So, listen, by the time that skeet get out of there, brother. Yeah, that shit like Angry Birds. You know how you pull a little bird back?
Damn, sleep.
Yeah.
I hate you all. I hate you all. Oh my god.
He's so hot at this. Y'all crazy, man.
Come on, man. Take us out, man.
Hey, listen. Thank y'all for coming on, man. This shit was just, I know it was last minute and shooting the shit. I really appreciate y'all coming on. Really dope guests, really dope energy. Yeah, man. Anxiety Issues Podcast. I am Adam Taylor, a.k.a. The Big Ape, here with my brother Boneface of Boneface Inc. And thank y'all for tuning in. Bet.
Yep.